On March 30th, 1939, a character created by Bob Kane made his first appearance in Detective Comics issue number 27, and that character went on to become a great pop culture icon and be one of the world's greatest superheroes ever created. And that character was Batman. And the reason I'm doing this video is because today is the 75th anniversary of Batman. Today marks the 75th year since his first appearance, and I just had to do this video to pretty much just show tribute to this great character who has endured such a long history and has spawned so many great stories, been in so many movies, and even had a bunch of animated series based off of him, and also not to mention this pretty successful video games lately. I've been a Batman fan for as long as I can remember. As far back as my memory goes, I can even remember having that little Hot Wheels toy of the 1989 Tim Burton Batmobile, and I just carried that thing with me all over, and I was such a huge fan of Batman. I was just drawing it, this bat symbol everywhere I was. I even got in trouble drawing it on my auntie's wall. I would watch the movies just constantly, even just watching Batman the Animated Series, which came out long ago. It was just such a great thing to see Batman in a movie and an animated form, and here where I'm from we couldn't get much comics, but whatever comics that were available I would try and get, and some I still have to this day, some I might have lost, but I just was so hooked on this character because what makes Batman so special is the fact that he's this character who takes something dark and traumatic in his past and uses it as like a motivation to do something better for not just his future but also for the betterment of the city he lives in. And what's great is how he is such a dark character, but you feel like there's a light side to him. It's something that's just clouded with you know, just insecurity, because this is a character who lost his parents when he was a child, so he pretty much had his innocence and youth robbed from him, so he just is full of insecurity and also just full of anger and wanting to do something better with himself. What I always admire about Batman is the fact that since he is such a dark character, it makes it hard to feel, you know, insecure or not safe when you're reading a story or watching a movie with him in it, because he feels like a darker threat compared to the villains or the even petty criminals that he comes across, because it's like while they're being scared of Batman, you don't have anything to be scared of because he's there to help you. And I really admire that because he teaches people to be brave and to be selfless, put others first, and just to work hard. Batman's been a big part of my life, and I think any inspiration I can ever get, I would always get from him, and he really is just a really good role model. I mean, sure, he's a little too dark in some cases, but when you look down to the stories that he's involved in, it just brings out what he has to do, and sometimes it's a little further than you would have to go, but it would also bring me to another great point about Batman, is the fact that no matter how far he goes, he will never cross that line of killing, which is really admirable, because in this day of age, violence is just huge in the news, and with a character like Batman where you would think he would actually cross that line and just kill someone, he doesn't, and has that ethic code, and I just really admire that, because really people should look to that as like a moral code. It's really nostalgic when you look at it, the fact that it's really been 75 years, and well, me just being 20, I'm 23 now, or I will be 23, and just being 23 years a part of that, it's truly been an honor, especially with how successful Batman is nowadays. He's just a huge like cash cow for like, companies. You can tell that they're really trying to pay off on that Batman property, but that you can't blame them, because Batman really is a persistent character, not just from all the early upbringings he's gone through. Like, he's been in a campy 1960s show, which I actually admit I did just watch mainly because it was Batman, and if anything is Batman related, I had to watch it. And then, you know, we were all fortunate that the Christopher Nolan movies came out, because that one gave us a near perfect rendition of what Batman is like in the comics, and those are also not just great comic book adaptations, but just also great movies. And the fact that he had the honor of being given films like that, especially directed by the great Christopher Nolan, is such a huge honor as a Batman fan. And it's great to see that lately he is still continuing to get the respect he deserves, especially with the Arkham games. Those are just really fun and doing the character justice, and really loving what Scott Snyder is currently doing with the Batman Zero Year storyline. And ever since the New 52, he's been doing a great job writing Batman, and I hope that he continues doing this for even more years to come. I don't know what else to say other than a big thank you to Bob Kane, who, rest in peace, for creating Batman and just giving us this character to look up to, and for making a big difference in people's lives. And also to Bill Finger, who was actually quite involved in some changes of the character of Batman, which most of those changes we actually do see now in the modern comics. I think that without him, Batman probably wouldn't have been as awesome as he is today, but I would also like to thank Bill Finger for that, and may he also rest in peace. And here's to many more years to come for Batman, and that he continues getting all these great stories in the comics and continues getting the proper portrayal that he deserves in movies and video games, and that many people will look to the, you know, just the morals that he stands for, and to feel that security that he brings to everyone, including myself. So thank you so much for watching. Happy 75 years to Batman, and congratulations to DC Comics for having another great superhero who is just celebrating his 75 years today. And Superman has just celebrated his 75 years last year, so can't wait to both these characters reach their 80 years and for many more to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. This video dedicated to Batman. What a great character, and just what a great inspiration.